Okay, it's Sunday the 24th of July 2022. The time is 7:16 in the morning. We're in West Kirby. We're about to hit the Wirral Way, and this is training session 1. So, headed for the Wirral Way. We're just walking today, and we'll be for a little while, because I can't actually run yet. So, the plan is quite straightforward, because I might not be able to run for another 2 to 3 weeks. I can ride my bike though, and I can walk. So, the plan is, for the next couple of weeks, long walks, long bike rides. So, West Kirby, so this is the Wirral Way. So we are here. Today, we're walking all the way along here, all the way along here, all the way along here, along Davenport Road to Riverbank Road in Heswall. I was originally just going to go to Thurston, but it's actually a much shorter distance. It's only just under 3 miles, and that's the same distance I walked last week when I walked to Seacombe. So, we're going here. So, according to Google Maps, it is 1 hour 55 minutes and 5.5 miles from here to Riverbank Road. That 1 hour 55 is going to be normal person pace. My pace is generally faster than the average normal person, so I reckon I can do it in about 1 hour 45, which means I can get back here and should be able to cover the 10 miles in about 3.5 hours. That's the intention. Might not work like that. I haven't walked this far. I mean, saying that, well, I haven't walked. In terms of walking along the Wirral Way, I've never walked further than Thurston. But since this path is going to form the bulk of my training, because the whole Wirral Way is 13 miles, marathon is 26 miles, perfect. Eventually, I will be able to walk the whole thing there and back, and then eventually run the whole thing there and back. Gonna build it up. So today, walking to Heswall, I'll probably, depending on how physical training goes this week, I may then go to Parkgate next week. We'll see. Anyway, so it's now 7:19. Let's see what time it is when we get to Heswall. Okay, somehow, I don't quite know how, but I've actually made it to Thurston in 45 minutes, because just down there, that platform, which you actually won't be able to see yet because of the sun glare, I just zoom in. Now you still can't see it, but yeah, Thurston already. Feeling good, not really feeling tired. I've had a tiny sip of drink, but I haven't eaten any of my snacks yet. So, oh, this is fantastic. This is really good, really, really good. Despite the fact that I'm currently overweight, my fitness is obviously not as bad as I think it is. Here's the board. This will just confirm where we are. Actually, no, it won't. That's just an information board about Thurston Station. Max Kirby Bridge. And this is the old Thurston train platform. And up there, the building you see there, that's like Thurston Visitor Centre. So, yeah, here we go. Here's the Thurston sign. This is great. This is really good. Thurston. Okay then, on to Heswall. Okay, 8:16, an hour in, and we're actually on the outskirts of Heswall already. Past the sign back there, a post, which said Heswall on it, and Thurston the other way. And quite a while back, from a distance, I saw Oldfield Drive, which is as you're driving into Heswall, it's like the first road that you drive past on the right as you drive in. So, we're close. So, I reckon another maybe 20-25 minutes and we should be at Riverbank Road. So, it's all going well. Okay, we're there, near enough. Literally right here. Back on the Wirral Way. We're just going to walk to the Riverbank Road sign, and then we'll have made it the halfway point of our first training session, because this is the point where we turn back. Okay, here we go. Riverbank Road. We started there, gone all the way down here, all the way down here, and we're here. Okay, so we've gone about 5.4 miles, and it's currently 8:39, so we've just done that in 1 hour and 23 minutes. Like half an hour quicker than Google Maps. So, do you know what? I've got an incredible feeling of satisfaction right now. That it's pretty decent. Physically, I'm feeling okay. My back's aching a little bit, but that's to be expected. But yeah, no, physically feeling okay. Legs, a few aches in my legs, but nothing I can't handle. Obviously, I've still got to go back yet, but yeah, so we've just done that in 1 hour and 23, I reckon. Alarm for a bit of fatigue on the way back. We're looking about an hour and a half. So we should be back in West Kirby and back at the dance studio by about 10:15. So, yeah. First session, so far, going well. And I'll see you back in West Kirby. Okay, it's now 10:04. The end of the Wirral Way is in sight. If you can just see the cars going past there. Feeling okay. Currently done 23,000 steps, and I'm holding up pretty well. A few aches and pains, but nothing I can't handle. So we're so nearly at the end of the Wirral Way now, and then when I get back to the studio, I'll hit the stop button on Strava, and we can check some stats. I'm back in West Kirby. I'll be back in the studio in about 2 minutes, which means we are going to bring this in less than 3 hours. Happy days. Okay, so eventually brought it home in 2 hours and 53 minutes, 10.74 miles, which, considering I've not exercised for like 5.5 weeks, I didn't think that was too bad at all. We're not done with training yet for today. Later this afternoon, I'll be taking my first bike ride for I don't know how long. I've got a little 30-minute loop that I do, so I'll just do that. And then I'll do a short after-dinner walk, and that will round off the day's training before I go to bed at 8:30. Okay, so didn't actually make it back out for any extra today. Number one, the weather turned, and number two, by sort of 2:15, I hit a fatigue wall. Probably because I've not really done any exercise for like 5.5 weeks. So I did the sensible thing. Obviously don't want to burn out on day one, so I abandoned the bike ride, and then I was considering going for an after dinner walk, but in the end, ultimately, I decided to just rest, and I'll pick it up again tomorrow. I'll start with a pre-breakfast walk, then I'll be doing some cycling tomorrow because I'm going to buy a new bike seat. But I'm travelling up to my parents in Burscough for that, just because I know the guy. Well, I've used that bike shop in the past, so I'd rather just go somewhere I know. So I'll get to ride a few good probably about 10 miles total, I reckon, and then I'll do some sort of house chores tomorrow, and then I'll also go for a walk after dinner. So be a bit of a lighter day on training tomorrow. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with today. Really happy with my sort of inaugural day of training. To be able to pull out a 10.74 mile walk when I've done basically nothing apart from like a daily 40-minute walk for the last 5 weeks, and it's not even been every day. It's a solid start. The fact that I didn't really feel too tired at the end of it is encouraging. I probably could have gone further, and next time I'm down the Wirral Way, I will go further. We made it to Heswell this time. Next time we're going to Pargate, which is 2 miles further down, so that means it's going to be an extra 4 miles total, but with a solid week of toning and sort of training under my belt. That'll be walking and bike, because those are the only things my physio's told me I can do. Yeah, should be a good week. And so I'll probably record snippets. I don't think I'm going to do individual vlogs for everything. I'll just do like a snippet, sort of like a 30-second snippet for each day, and then I'll put it in a weekly summary I think I'm toying about with ideas at the moment, but it's looking like I'll kind of record on Sundays, which is my main training day, for the longer distance stuff, and then everything else I'll just kind of get written down, logged, and be as part of a weekly summary video, which I'll put out every Monday, I think. So yeah, welcome along, and this is our journey to the London Marathon.